So I was diagnosed with Meniere's disease about 14 years ago, and I had just started my first job teaching, and I found myself really dizzy and on the floor and had this weird humming in my ear. I went to a local ENT who decided that he would run a couple of tests, and it was determined that I had Meniere's disease. I had symptoms like the vertigo and the humming in my ear off and on, probably once or twice every few months, and then it progressively got worse. I ended up on a lot of medications for it, kind of like a guinea pig for medication, because they weren't quite sure exactly how to help my symptoms. Meniere's is an exclusion disease, so if they rule out certain things and they find that it's not that, then they consider it Meniere's disease. I was teaching, I'd gone back into the classroom because I had switched positions, and I was teaching kindergarten, and one day I had what was considered a drop attack. During a drop attack, it feels like someone is pushing you from the side. Your whole world spins upside down. I ended up hitting my head off of a table and then onto the floor. Luckily, I had an aide that was in the classroom. She escorted my students. All my kindergartners saw it happen. I was more traumatized for them than I was myself, I think. I was rushed to the emergency room. I had to get stitches in the back of my head. And from there, my symptoms it was daily. I was dizzy and nauseous, if not getting sick. And the humming was so loud, I ended up with a hearing aid in my right ear. So eventually I had to take leave from work because, like I said, symptoms were daily. And if I made it through the day at work, I would come home and I'd just have to sleep because that was how I felt better. And I knew I just couldn't live that way. And the specialists I had seen continued to tell me that that was just the nature of the beast, and this is how my life would be, and I just wasn't going to settle for that. So shortly after my drop attack, I went on a leave of absence from work, and I decided it was time to advocate for myself. So I joined a Facebook support group. So within this group, they talked about how it is all connected, and they had this amazing list of resources: acupuncturists, physical therapists, dentists, and chiropractors. And on that list was Molland Spinal Care. And both Dr. Zachary and Dr. Liz had been referenced in this document. And they were about an hour and 15 minutes away from my house. And so I thought, why not? Why not give it a try? I was very hesitant. When I hear chiropractor, I think snap, crackle, pop. And I knew that that was not something that I felt would benefit me, especially in my condition. But then I looked into what NUCCA was and was just fascinated with the philosophy and the method. So I thought, why not give it a try? I had tried all these other medications and nothing was working. When I walked in here, just meeting both Dr. Zachary and Dr. Liz, it was like I made a connection with a specialist for the first time. They were listening to me. Dr. Zachary understood what I was saying. He was trying to find the root cause of why I was feeling the way I was feeling, which is not something that any other specialist had done. I just felt like I was finally being heard and seen with my condition, and he made me feel really hopeful. Coming in, Dr. Zachary, like I said, made me feel so comfortable, and as nervous as I was about what might happen, he just walked me through everything, and the actual process of being aligned was something I had never experienced before. Just very gentle, and it was just an incredible experience. Before my symptoms got really bad, I was really big into working out and exercising. I was actually a beach body coach and really into health and fitness. And obviously, the worse my symptoms got, the less I could be active. And once I started, about a year ago now, seeing Dr. Zachary, I slowly got to get back into my workout routine. My head just finally felt clear, to be honest. I don't know a better way to explain it. I was always just in a fog. Whether I was actually having a vertigo spell or not. I just never felt like I had a clear head. Over time, things got clearer and clearer, and my tinnitus got less noticeable. I actually no longer wear a hearing aid in my right ear. My hearing has improved. I'm also off all medications, and I was on close to a dozen probably at one point. And I am now 20 weeks pregnant with my second child. And a year ago, that wasn't even a consideration because of how I was feeling. I can't thank Dr. Zachary and Molland Spinal Care enough, because they truly gave me my life back.